Alright, we're up and at 'em this morning and we're going to go exploring. So we're going to leave the table and the chairs here. It's a campground, so it should be pretty safe. Just in the middle so that people don't take our spot. If they do, it's no big deal because there's other spots around us as long as they don't take our stuff. So car's running and warming up and we're going to hit the road, Jack. Alright, so we just drove to Rossiter Bay, which is literally 5 minutes around the corner. And gotta say, not a fan. There's literally no one here, and you can sort of see why when you have Lucky Bay to go to. So the water, like it's a nice beach, don't get me wrong. I'll flip this around in a second, but yeah, it's not as crystal clear and nicely coloured as Lucky Bay. The sand's also incredibly soft and there's not a lot of sand. The water starts pretty far forward, so yeah, there's literally no one else in sight. I'll wait till we get a better angle and then I'll flip this around and show you. Okay, we're just walking down the track now to the beach to show you. Alright, we've just walked from that track and this is the beach. There's a lot of seaweed. This side is a lot more firm because of obviously all the seaweed. We drove a bit up there and then just turned around. But yes, this is her. Don't really think she's anything special, but that's alright. Might go for a walk around and see what we can find. To be honest with you, we literally walked probably another 10 meters, turned around and said, let's just hop back in the car and go look somewhere else. So that's what we're doing.
I think there's anywhere else to look, is there?
Well, we did Frenchman's Peak yesterday and we've seen Lucky Bay and that, but we can just go for it. Yeah, we had a look at Hellfire Bay, that was beautiful. Just have a look around and see what we can find.
Just stopped at the other Thistle Cove where apparently there is a whistling rock. There's heaps of rocks everywhere. I don't know which one whistles, but I'll have a look. So many big rocks around this area. It's pretty cool. They have these everywhere because you're not meant to stand on the black rocks and fish because obviously heaps of people drown. Can't find a rock this whistling, but we flew the drone up because it's actually pretty cool here, so we'll probably just put that footage up for you. We were just walking towards Thistle Cove, which is just the opposite direction of the Whistling Rock, and Holly nearly stood on one of those fucking extension leads that wiggle.
That's cool. I had to do a bit of a hop, skip and a jump.
I was like, whoa, look out! And bloody, I think it was a little black or a little brown snake.
It was pretty
It was only like 40 centimetres long or something. I don't think that was a
brown snake, to be honest. I reckon that was a black snake or something.
Can't find him now. So this is Thistle Cove. Holly's busting for the toilet, so we're not going to go down there.
I need to wee. Just look at that view of Lucky Bay.
It's bombing.
So cool.
Looks great today.
It does. Fantastic. Alright, we ended up just going up the hill near Frenchman's Peak for about probably a good 40 minutes. We had 5G up there and there's not much reception here, so took that advantage just to touch base with some family. And yeah, we're back at Lucky Bay campsite. Dropped the tyre pressures a little bit. We didn't yesterday, but we've decided to today because the beach is a lot more packed, so we might have to go around cars into some softer sand today. So just so we'll be safe, we're going to be on here for a few hours anyway, so we'll just drop the tyre pressures. Kev's going to have a fish, I might have a swim. Apparently there was a shark spotted here a week ago about 50 metres out and the shark was 2 metres. There's like a shark app you can get around here, but don't know what it was, so I might fly the drone up. There's a lot of people swimming, but just to be safe, fly the drone up, see. Be cool to get a shark on the drone anyway. And then yeah, if I'm feeling like going for a swim, might go for a swim. Otherwise Kev's gonna fish, we'll have some lunch, and yeah. The view is just to absolutely die for, like,
it's chockers.
It is. This is it from the car and it's just beautiful. So blue and so clear. Yeah, it's absolutely packed. Very, very busy indeed. Yesterday there was not half as many cars as there is today.
Shit no.
But obviously today is a lot sunnier and it's clear, it's not overcast or anything. So yeah, I'll film driving out onto the beach. This bit of beach has a little bit of seaweed and washed up stuff on it. So, but the water's still gorgeous. And then, yeah, obviously around to the left-hand side is where everyone is going because it's so clear.
Popping a hiding.
Yeah, so blue.
Righto, we're packing up at the beach. We didn't end up going fishing. I just rolled out the picnic rug and we both just laid on it trying to get a bit of sun in us. And then we had crackers and dip. And then we just had a wrap for lunch now. So back up to camp and probably set up and just, I don't know, chill, do card games, whatever.
So we've made it back to camp and I got in trouble from the park ranger. He was driving in front of us and I was only in first gear. And he came up to the window and was like, "What's the speed limit on the beach?" And I was like, "Don't know, mate, not from around here." And he said, "Hang on, hold the camera, Kev. 10. And then I was like, "Okay, no worries." Well, I was only in first gear, I wasn't going that fast. And anyway, then he said that I was following the road rules. I had my seatbelt on and he looked at Kev and he goes, "Road rules apply on the beach." Because Kev didn't have his seatbelt on coming back from the beach. So got in trouble. And then he said that if Kev didn't have his seatbelt on, if I braked suddenly, then Kev would go through the windscreen. And Kev goes, "Not at 10 k's, I won't." But he took the joke well. He paused for a little bit. I was a bit worried about what the pause was going to mean. But took it well. Anyway, we're back here. And hopefully he doesn't follow us here.
You look like an old prude anyway.
Oh, anyway, and then he blamed me because there was 2 cars behind me and he goes, "And now we're gridlocked." And I'm thinking, it wasn't my fault.
You were
literally did nothing wrong. I literally, the beaches that we've driven on, the amount of people that fly past in like second, third gear, flicking sand out, I was literally, first gear, would have been lucky to be doing 20, 25 Ks, which obviously is speeding on the beach, which I know now, but I honestly was not like fast at all. But anyway, we're back.
This fucker just scared the absolute shit out of me. I just was sitting next to Holly here, eating some coconut ruffs and thought I better go to the bin, turned around and he was right there. So yeah, what are you doing, bud? I'm shopping in my clothes. You look so fluffy. I just want to cuddle you.
Got a baby in its pouch. See how heavy the pouch is?
Yeah.
Will I come up to you?
Man, I won't push it.
I know you're not supposed to feed him, but I'd eaten an apple, so I gave him my apple. So
No, he came
left
here
of it.
to this ground with that apple.
And he's loving the apple. An apple won't hurt him. Hey? Oh, is that yum?
Big deep breath.
Well, I shouldn't say him. I reckon it's a girl. They're super friendly. Hey,
Fucking look at
darling. Hello, darling. Good morning from a very dismal place here in Lucky Bay today. It just started pouring down at about, say, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Rain wasn't supposed to hit, I don't think, until 10, so Kev thought he had a bit more time. And then I was coming back from the toilet and it was already raining and our rooftop was all wet and everything, but it happens. It's made of canvas, it's waterproof, so we've just popped it away and hoped for the best. And then as we put it away, we realised that Kev lost his phone and we'd locked the phone in the rooftop, so we had to put it back up, grab his phone out, locked that again, had to put the tyre pressures back up from driving on the beach yesterday. Ended up just getting changed in like the car in the seat here because I couldn't be bothered walking all the way down to the toilet to get changed. And yeah, it was a nice night. We went to bed pretty early. Kev fell asleep at 7:45. I was lucky enough to be able to log into some Wi-Fi that was here. So even though I didn't have any service, I had Wi-Fi so I could watch some TikToks and stuff before bed, which was good. It's the small things where it's not embarrassing. That's like my idea of fun. But it's nice. It's a privilege. Like, we don't get to do that every day. So it's nice to be able to just scroll, mindlessly scroll and enjoy. Anyway, today's mission is to head to a place called Stream Beach?
yeah.
Apparently, according to the reviews, it's for advanced full drivers only. And don't know if we make the cut. Apparently very, don't know what happened to my voice then. Yeah, apparently very narrow and could get pinstripes, all that sort of jazz. People have commented saying that there's also a massive great white that circles the area, which is cool. Like, not for swimming purposes, but for drone purposes. If the weather clears up, that would be cool to get that on the drone. But yeah, we'll see whether we actually make it there or not. Obviously, because it's near the beach, if the weather continues like this, we might have to seek an alternate route. Don't know, we'll just see how we go. But that's the plan for now. We didn't really have too much to do along the way, just sort of like, I don't think there's any major things to see today. So yeah, we'll head back through Esperance.
We're going to the Stonehenge.
Oh yeah, there was a Stonehenge on the way, so we'll stop in and see that. But yeah, that's the plan for now. All right, we just pulled in to the Stonehenge and didn't realise that they want, what was it, $14 per person, just to go in there. And it's really rainy and wet, so don't really feel like paying $15 to go see it.
So we decided to stop in at Macca's in Esperance and, well, basically just catch up on all the internet stuff, like uploading the next episode for you guys. We also had a feed, which wasn't planned, but it just smelled good and we were starving, so we ended up getting some Macca's, and it was actually the best Macca's I've ever had. The chips were soft and salty, the nuggets were just fresh, burger was alright, it was great. Oh, they've changed the lids too. They've got like Hungry Jack's lids now, but they're made out of paper, not plastic. So we are going to start heading to Stream Beach now. Alright, we've been driving for about 3 hours and we just stopped at Jerramungup to completely fill the car. We did put $30 in at Ravensthorpe, but it was $2.30 a litre, and here it's $1.98 per litre for diesel. So we're going to fill the tank here. We're about an hour from Stream Beach campsite, so yeah, stay tuned, we'll see how we go. I think I mentioned before, the 4-drive track in is apparently quite narrow and for experienced drivers only, so we'll just see how we go. Hopefully I'll get some footage there, and yeah, stay tuned. All right, we've just gotten down to the start of the track-ish, and yeah, I will show you. Just looks like red dirt, to be honest, at the moment. There's a few little potholes, but the first section was horrible.
Yeah, it was a lot of corrugations and stuff, but yeah, nothing more than that. I feel like this isn't obviously the part that everyone's talking about, so we'll just see. Still just a bit sandy with a few little holes here and there, but nothing major. Still just the same old rugged road. And from being sandy to very rocky and bumpy, and the spot where we just came in before, where you can't really see there. Hang on a second. It's just a bit rocky here, and a bit steep. So yeah, we continued past Dillon Bay to go to Stream Beach, and we'll see what that's like. If we can't get down there and it's too bad, then we'll just turn around and go back up to Dillon Bay. It did get very tight on the track as well, so we got a few pinstripes, and I'm sure that won't be the last of them, but yeah, we'll keep you updated as we go along. Another spot here that's quite tight.
Sorry, Josh.
It's not too bad, it's just a little bit.
Just got those ones that go all the way down. So
seems to be trimmed though a little bit, to be honest. So we just went around. There was like a little chicken shack to the side, but that was the main track down. So I can see where people are talking about the holes. Kev said it wouldn't be fun going down, but he might come up it if we stay down here. So we'll just keep going and see what else we find. All right, found a little bit of a rock step. So Kev wants to have a go, and I've got now the car to video it, which suits me. So yep, keep coming. Do you want to do that way or not? This way? Righto. Yep, you're right, keep coming. More that way. Keep going. No, you'll be right. More that way. Yeah, go. Now straight. Yeah, you'll be right. You're right. Little hole here. Keep going. I don't know. I popped out to have a look. There's two different ways we can go down. There's this way here, which has a few little holes and stuff. Or there's that way there, which also has a few little holes and stuff. So we're just going to check it and see. Oh yeah, this way doesn't seem bad. It's just after this that seems very soft. Coming back up's gonna suck, but I think going down will be fine. And there's two sort of ways here. I'll just have a quick check of these, then I'll send Kev down one of them. Alright, plan of attack is to send Kev down this side. The holes aren't as big as over here. And then we're going to swap to this side because that side's worse. Righto, he's spoken. He wants this side. He thinks it'll be better because the other side is too soft.
The other side's just mush. It's like sandy loam shit. This side's at least got a nice foundation, and we're going downhill, so.
Righto, okay. Straight, straighten up. Yep, keep coming. Straight, bit more my way. Yep, go straight, you're right. Yep. Alright, that was actually heaps easier than I thought it was going to be, to be honest, but it's not going to be fun coming back up. We had a look at their reviews and apparently people have said that it has taken them a couple of hours to get up just because it was so soft. There's not really any places to winch off either to help give you that leverage to get up because they're all like little shrubby trees, but that's all right. That's tomorrow's problem, I think, not today. Track just is so tight. There's like places in this track that literally the, what am I trying to say? The branches of the trees just scratch the car the whole way from the front to the back. And then it opens up again like this, and then it goes back into just being incredibly tight. But hopefully it's worth it at the end. There's a few little spots like this where you could stop. Apparently the tides here, you can get king tides, so a few people were worried about staying on the beach, fair enough. So we'll just see what we've got to deal with, and hopefully we don't have to come back up today or tonight because we've probably got about half an hour until the sun goes down. Getting a bit closer to the bay now. Track's tightening up again. We've just come off and made it down, so I think we'll be fine if we just stick to the higher side up here. I just said to Kev, low tide is at midnight. It's a massive big tide here, so low tide's at midnight, and it doesn't get to the same height as this until about 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning. So I reckon if we stayed on this stuff over here, we'd be right. So we'll find a spot. All right, good morning. We have woken up nice and early this morning at about 6 o'clock just to make sure that we weren't in the way of the tide if it came in, because it is a king tide today. Well, normally here anyway. So anyway, we're up. We went for a fish this morning, no luck, but the dreaded task of leaving has now approached. So we are going to see how we go. We've dropped the tire pressures down, and yeah, we'll just see how far we get until we're stuck. So I just filmed that whole thing and realised it wasn't actually filming. But anyway, what I was saying was, this nice beach this morning was perfect to wake up to. The car did get bogged just before we went to bed last night, but we ended up just leaving it where it was bogged. It got bogged, we didn't drop the tyre pressure, so that's why. But we went really fast because we're happy where the car was positioned anyway. So we dropped the tyre pressure this morning, like I said. Hopefully we'll get out of this. Kev will chuck it in low range and then go up that track to the 4-drive track to get out. All right, off you go. Great start. Fantastic start. He reckons there's too much of a wall that he can't spin the tyre, so the shovel's come out. Just doing both of the back sides. And then a little bit of the front as well, just to make sure that it has clear track out, which looks a bit better if I could hold the camera on it. There's a bank there, Kev. Mission 1 accomplished. Mission 2 about to begin, getting up this hill. Just going up the narrow bit for now. This is quite easy. It's quite firm, no holes really. A few little angles, but nothing major until we get to the holes. Right, we have arrived, so I'm gonna climb up here first so that I can get hopefully a good angle to record it on, so you guys can see. Actually wasn't as bad as we thought, was it?
Yeah, it was a lot easier. I thought it was going to be so much softer, but it's actually pretty firm.
Fun? Alright, on to the next bit. Right, a bit of a rocky section that is a bit steep on the right hand side. We came obviously through this yesterday and Kev didn't see the rocks on the left hand side just up here, so the angle was a bit worse than oh shit what he originally thought, so we'll just try and guide him along here. Try and hug this side as much as you can. Yeah, that's a good line, careful. More this way. Yeah. Another little rocky section. Bit bumpy, but not as bumpy as yesterday. Oh, actually, probably the same. Kev was saying he needs a throttle controller.
It's all in the throttle.
And I tend to agree because it's very jolty. Right, another little rocky section. Kev yesterday came down the guts here through here, so he's going to follow the same line today, and then I'll just try and film it on here for you guys. Back onto the narrow sandy stuff, but it's pretty easy from here on out, so there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was up all night worrying about that.
Really?
No.
Huh.
I was just stressing a little bit.
Yeah, well, all the reviews said that it's taken people hours to get out, and like a lot of people have gotten stuck and everything, and yeah, I thought we were probably going to get stuck, and I was worried because there was nothing to winch off in case we needed the extra leverage to pull us up, but to be honest, I'm just embarrassed now at thinking that because it wasn't that bad.
Oh, that was pretty easy. That's Stream Beach track complete. I don't know how they maintain it. It gets pretty tight and doesn't look like there's ever been a grader or anything down there, so honestly don't know how they maintain it, but must just be the locals with shovels. But yeah, it's a nice spot. It'd be better if it was like 30 degrees, but it actually wasn't too cold. Even this morning I got out of the tent just in a shirt and that, and yeah, it was pretty warm still, so unfortunately we didn't see any great whites. Apparently there is a residential great white there, but yeah, we didn't see him. Anyway, pumped the tyres up and then we're on our way to Albany. So yeah.
Alright, tyre pressures are back up. We just had an apple for brekkie. Haven't had a coffee yet because we were worried that we'd get stuck, so we thought we'd just have a coffee when we come up here, but then we're like, oh, we can't really drive with a coffee because my cup doesn't have a lid. Anyway, long story short, we're going to go to our next stop and then have a coffee there. So we are heading to the Granite Skywalk, and that is in the forget how to pronounce it. I'm just going to have a quick look on maps. Porangarup National Park, apparently. So we're going to go have a look at that.
Granite Skywalk is what we have just pulled up to. I don't know, there seems to be Castle Rock written everywhere, so I don't know, that must be the place. Yeah, it says welcome to Castle Rock there, so there's a few signs. Sculpting. Okay, take it back, we do have to pay. We had to pay $17. Apparently it's different. It's like South Australia where you got to pay in each park you go unless you get a whole month pass, but only does certain parks.
And the whole month was $70 and it wasn't worth us paying for because the other parks that we're going to within this month are separate to this, so we just paid for the one day.
Yeah, he was saying that they recently redid the stairs and rocks here at the Granite Skywalk, and they used a helicopter to cart all the rocks in, and for 3 days it was here dropping them all off. So be interesting to see. Obviously that's where all the money goes. Beautiful walk, but I tell you what, I am knackered. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm blaming the Maccas that we ate yesterday, but I reckon I'm just unfit. But normally I'm alright with walks like this, but it's testing, that's for sure. There's some big trees down. Oh yeah, look at the size of that. Go and walk through there. That's literally the height of Holly. Wow. It's a big trunk. We just made it to the last 100 metres, I think it is. Man, what a walk.
Holly's dead halfway down the track.
Yeah, Holly's words were, if they can spend $3 million putting rocks in with a helicopter, why couldn't they put an elevator in?
I'm curious too.
How is that thing sitting there?
Stacking rocks, I mean, some people do it on the beach.
This is so cool. Give you these handles to climb up. Apparently there's a bridge on the other side. There's a pretty good look out here. So cool.
Oh, now it's getting even more windy. Where'd you set it?
More grab handles and then a ladder. So cool.
Glad that it's got side rails and all, but what if you just felt you'd just go straight down?
Yes, it is. Windy. I was hoping I could fly the drone, but I don't know whether I'm scared of just like this.
Currently on the ladder, climbing up, one-handed. It's pretty sketchy. It's pretty windy up here. Can't really see because of the bars.
Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down.
It's so cool.
I wouldn't have said I had a problem with heights, but
You're walking off.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted it.
Can you hold on to the rail and just like...
This is so cool. What? I'm scared of heights and it's not even bad. I think because you feel safe in this. Well, when you look at some of the welds, you don't look don't feel as safe.
Yeah, it's this part here, there's nothing underneath.
Nothing. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you say that? I just looked down and now I can't fucking unsee it. Yeah. Oh, it's man-made. It's got to be right. The view is incredible. Oh, it's creaking. Fortunately, we can't really fly the drone up here because it is very windy. Well, it's got bursts of wind.
I feel like every good spot we go to, you can't fly the drone because it's just too windy. Alright, we finished the Granite Skywalk, and as you can tell by my face and my hair, that was fun, but not fun. I'm so sweaty. But anyway, I just had a quick Google. There's nothing else really to do around here. The other one was Castle Rock, but we ended up doing that one. It's literally just like down from the Granite Skywalk, and it just goes out in another rock, and we already did that there too. So I think that's it for this national park. I just had a quick look. Like I said, there wasn't anything that popped up apart from just like bushwalks, which isn't really our thing. So I think we'll just head towards Albany is the plan. The time is currently 1:30 and it's about a half an hour drive to Albany. So yeah. We did manage to get some drone footage, but it wasn't great. We just had to deal with what we could get because it was incredibly windy. So I ended up getting the drone. Yeah, the drone did not like it. I ended up getting the drone footage from Castle Rock and just flew it straight up in the air towards the Granite Skywalk.
Great news. My wife is amazing. Tonight we are staying in Albany in an apartment. That's right, an apartment. Which means we have an oven, big fridge. We just went to Woolies. We're going to do some washing.
And we've got a good dinner.
Yeah, we thought, well, we wanted a roast, but we weren't sure if there was trays or anything. And we hadn't had a roast for a while, but we settled for lasagna, chips and salad. So, happy days. Happy days.